Well, joining us with a close look at the battle for gay rights in the region is John Cho. He's a fellow at Harvard University's Career Institute and joins us from CNN Boston. Mr. Cho, thanks very much for joining us. I just want to start with the case of a host of a South Korean kids show, Hong Suk-chon. Now, 13 years ago, he came out, declared himself a homosexual. He immediately lost his job. He described himself as going to become a pariah of the community, treated as an outcast in my own country. That was 13 years ago. Just how much has changed in Korea?
Well, I think there have been definitely changes. I think since Hong Suk-chon came out, homosexuality became a human rights issue. And so right now there is, in a sense, broader social acceptance of homosexuality. But at the same time, I think what's really particular about South Korea in the world, in the global context, is the fact that there are no laws against homosexuality, and it is not a crime. However, there is very strong social prejudice against homosexuality, in particular, the pressure to marry.
Is that prejudice being led by the church?
Well, that's a very interesting question because I think in the mid-1990s, when the gay and lesbian movement started, many of the activists felt that the primary issue that they were facing was one of widespread ignorance, the idea that there was no homosexuality in South Korea. And so after 2002, when homosexuality became an issue of human rights and was protected by the Human Rights Code, that's, I think, when you saw the surgence of Christian right in using homosexuality as a political issue to further their own conservative agenda.
Do you get a sense that the government, I mean, as the report from Paula Hancock showed, that there is moves afoot within the government to address that balance? Do you think there is a new willingness on the South Korean government, indeed governments around the region, to look at homosexuality in a different light?
Well, I think definitely, like South Korea, like other Asian countries, are very aware of I guess, the gaze of the other countries, and in wanting to appear progressive in supporting gay rights. But at the same time, culturally, there is a very strongly embedded notion of Confucian familism. So I think even if the government acknowledges gay rights as human rights and as global rights, as globally recognized human rights, at the same time, in everyday life, there is very strong cultural prejudice against homosexuality.